Hello my fellow griefers and trolls, Eric here, and I am back with more Elder Scrolls Online. So in the last one, guys, we talked with the Queen, or rather, the Queen's Eye, the Eye of the Queen. And he asked us to search the monastery and investigate things, so that's what we are doing.
You can't be in here.
Okay, let's read this. I'm so glad you suggested transferring to our beloved monastery. I was happy to use my influence to make that happen, especially after that insightful discussion we had concerning Queen Arian's radical and frankly dangerous decree. I look forward to working with you to make sure Shimmerine, and indeed all of Summerset, remains safe and secure. Your plan to sequester newcomers in order to test their suitability for residency in Shimmerine is a stroke of genius, determining who has the ability and temperament to become productive members of our society and who does not will allow us to spot troublemakers and lack a docile transience before any damage is done. It isn't a perfect solution, but it will suffice until we can urge the unforeseen Queen to resign this order and send all the Nibera, the unwelcome, back to where they came from. Excuse me, you racist bitch. Send me a list of candidates you deem acceptable for life in Summerset. I'm sure Proxy Queen Elwinera will appreciate having documentation concerning whom we permitted to stay and whom we sent away. I keep saying that Summerset is sacrosanct. Let Aradon deal with the other races. After all, our beloved queen spends all her time there anyway, caressing with cats and wood elves. I'm sure she'd love more company. Well then, I like how snobby I made that. Guys, okay, we gained a skill line that I'm never gonna use. Now guys, if you use bookshelves, you'll gain experience for different skills, and as you saw, we got skill lines, so that's why I'm just kind of going through them. Okay, let's talk to Nelaros, I think is how you say his name.
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap.
If I wanted spiritual well-being, I'd pray to the Hist. Where can I find the people that have been sequestered?
You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldmeri brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way.
And I don't care. Tell me about the Aldarch and the new monks.
Aldmeri Tilkala arrived right after the Queen issued her decree. He came highly recommended by King Lady Avanice, or so I heard. It's not unusual for monks to form attachments and move together, but there's something strange about that bunch.
Strange? What do you mean?
The Aldorc and his monks keep to themselves. They've taken the Undercroft for their own purposes and ordered the rest of us to avoid the ancient vaults beneath the monastery. Now, please, let me get back to my nap.
Hello to whoever's currently watching me on Twitch. Feel free to talk to me in the stream chat. Have the Twitch app open on my phone. Okay. Anything else I should know about this monastery?
The monastery should be a place of peace and meditation. The Aldorc has closed us down until further notice. That means if any of the monks spot you, they'll raise the alarm. Me? I never saw you. Now, if you don't mind, my nap awaits.
Legitimately me. Actually, is there any bookshelves down? No. Okay, let's head up. Actually, there's one thing I want to do real quick. Let's get rid of that. Probably never going to use jewelry crafting. Inventory. Let's see. Yeah, I got this crown repair kit off camera with the daily rewards I was talking about in the last video. Here's where we want to go. Let's see, what do I want? Have the dwarven spider follow us around. And guys, unless you're a sorcerer or a warden, these pets won't do a damn thing for you in combat. Where could it be? Is it really downstairs after all? Maybe. No, not down there. Oh, I'm blind. It was right here. Wood elves, 4 males, 3 females. All claim to be Dominion citizens. One says she's lived in Summerset for more than a year. Moved to preparation cells. Khajiit, 7 males, 9 females. All claim to be Dominion citizens. Send half to the preparation cells, the half to the holding cells. Argonians, for gender inconclusive. Who can tell with muck swimmers? Excuse you? Move to preparation cells for immediate siphoning. You motherfuckers are gonna call us muck swimmers? Oh my gosh, Sithis is I'm gonna love killing you in the name of Sithis. Bretons, 1 male, 2 females. Claim to be traders from Wayrest, or did they say Daggerfall? Does it even matter? Why am I writing all this down? What does the new Aldorc plan to do with this information? Place in holding cells, Red Guards, 2 males, 4 females. All arrived in a ship from Hammerfell. One says she was sent for by Ranuel, the trader. Send half to the holding, and the other half to preparation. Nords, 1 male, claims to be part of something called the Nord Cultural Exchange. Send to holding. Damn. Still says we should investigate the monastery. What more is there to investigate? Ah, okay, so there's something else over here in the, Oriel. I think that's Oriel. Let's see. Okay, that fucking scared me. I'm never taking that pet to me in a dwarven ruin. Is that upstairs? Yeah, it's upstairs.
Did someone tell you you could be here? I think not.
Okay, then, let's, Abyssal Pearl. Before we do that, let's check these bookcases. Stop doing that. Oh my god, that's fucking creepy. I hear a cat. Let's see, that all the bookcases in here? Okay, let's get these two. Examine.
For an Aldoc's office, wouldn't you agree?
Okay, let's talk to you.
I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind.
And what purpose would that be?
The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either.
I saw a pearl like that. There were strange creatures nearby.
Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios. Strange creatures notwithstanding, we need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers.
How did you happen to get past the sentry, by the way?
The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual politics and community relations.
What else could be going on here?
That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldorc and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to the missing newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me?
I'll meet you in the Undercroft. In the Undercroft, then.
A curious pearl.
No, I walked away while she was talking, but whatever.
This isn't the town square. Move along!
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic. Cages.
Vile as in
These people did nothing to deserve
Clavicus
such
vile?
treatment.
Thank the divines! You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here.
Why did they lock you in this cage?
It's a nightmare. We came to Summerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages.
There are only a few of you here. Where are the rest of the
The
newcomers?
monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
I'll unlock the cage, then see what's going on in the next
Is
chamber.
that a scoffin?
Thank you for setting me free.
Okay, well apparently I can't free everyone. Oh shit.
A Daedra. Here? And that's a scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious.
What's a dead scoffin doing in a monastery devoted to the Eight? And it's gonna say 8 guys because Talos has not been born yet. So no one knows who he is. He doesn't even exist at this point in the Elder Scrolls timeline.
An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him. I found this key on the creature's belt, so we can open that door.
That's where the prisoner said the monks took the rest of the newcomers.
I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those questions, we won't be able to decide on our best course of action.
What about your missing friend?
I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
No, I may have hit goodbye, I don't know. Or maybe that was supposed to happen. Who knows?
Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier.
So do I, because that player kind of cut the cutscene. So yeah, we couldn't see it. The rather action scene, rather. Okay, what happened to the pearl? Did you destroy
I
it?
promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Sijic Order. Our Rite Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Summerset. My inquiries led me here.
I met Oriandra of the Sijic Order.
Chandra is indeed a member of our ancient monastic society. We once served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all this?
Wait, they removed it from the... I didn't know that. I'm working with Razamdar, one of the Queen's eyes. But what happened to the pearl?
Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Sijic island, for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
Alright, let's go. What is this shit?
Little
Okay, we
one,
can.
you thought to best me in a bargain?
Anyone else hear the word bargain? I heard the word bargain. And you know what I think of when I think of bargains? Clavicus Vile. Siphoning increased to 4. Excellent. If you guys, those of you who have played Skyrim before, if you remember Clavicus Vile and his hound Barbas, Barbas isn't really that nice in Elder Scrolls Online. He's supposed to be the voice of reason between Clavicus Vile and Barbas, so I don't understand the logic in that. I'm not gonna complain too much, I love this game. Okay. Loading screens.
Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch you later.
Hell yeah, get that cool-ass mount up in this shit. Okay, so he's upstairs. Hello, Raz. Only PG in the Elder Scrolls universe I like.
Ah, this one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail.
Oh, I plan to. By the way, your homeland's gonna be invaded by dragons. Saying, the people that were sequestered were killed to power a Daedric ritual. I found this letter.
That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day. We need to learn the extent of the Kin Lady's involvement. Raz means you.
Of course you do. You want me to go and accuse the Kin Lady of conspiring with a Daedric cult?
Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldar. The Kin Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door.
I also met a mage from the Sidric Order in the monastery.
A Sijik? Raz has heard rumors, but there are always rumors about the Sijiks. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Sijik mage say what the Order was investigating?
Something about a warning, and she seemed pretty interested in the life-sucking pearl.
There was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sijik mage and figure out where these pearls came from later. For now, go see what the Kin Lady has to say.
Shouldn't you speak to the Kin Lady? You do work for the Queen, after all.
Kin Lady Avanice and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and... No. This one won't bore you with the sordid details. Besides, everyone behaves well when they see Raz. You will learn more than I would.
Sounds to me like he got himself into some deep shit with her. But, okay. Let's go. Let's see, let's look at the map. Okay. Okay, we just stick on this current path. Union Guard. Yeah. Now don't I just look elegant? I wish you could have this as a costume, but apparently you can't. Okay, Galmilor.
Yes? And who might you be?
I am Alexna Lafleesh of Blackmarsh, and I need to speak to Kin Lady Avanisi.
The Kin Lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerine's elite to discuss certain political matters.
Don't worry, I have an invitation.
Yes, so you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
Why, thank you. Oh, piece of shit.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all...
Another newcomer. Ink has barely dried on the Queen's decree, and there are already more of you than I can count. I look forward to hearing how the Kin Lady and New Aldark plan to protect Summerset's interests.
Sounds like you're not too fond of the Queen's decision to open Somerset's borders.
Does it? Perhaps. The newcomers are different. They understand neither Altmer society nor the rules of protocol and etiquette. Makes my job as an officer of the Divine Prosecution more difficult. I just hope the New Aldark really has a plan.
What exactly is the Divine Prosecution?
The Divine Prosecution serves as Somerset's premier law keepers. We enforce secular and religious law, making sure that all social and cultural rules are adhered to. The fact that you didn't know that proves the Aldark's concerns are justified.
And you're an asshole. What exactly can you tell me about the New Aldark?
Well, don't really know the New Aldark all that. Wait a moment. I don't know who you are, and I'm not sure I like the tenor of your questions. Perhaps you should move along before I forget this is a social gathering and that I'm not on duty?
Bitch, be triggered. Goodbye. This must be him right here. Let's talk to him.
How bold of you. The Neberah dares to stand in my holy presence. Very well, bold Neberah. What can the New Aldark of Shimmerine do for you? And please, try not to bore me or spray any spittle on my spotless vestments.
I hear that you and the Kin Lady have a plan for administering the Queen's decree.
You heard that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The Kin Lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Somerset and the newcomers in mind.
Is that why you're sequestering newcomers and other non-high elves beneath the monastery?
You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you? For a Neberah.
You keep calling me Neberah. What does that mean? Even though, guys, I'm pretty sure that meant newcomer, if I remember correctly.
You're right. Where are my manners? Using a word you couldn't possibly be expected to understand. It means unwelcome. As in, you are not welcome here.
I see, and is it common for High Elf monks to conspire with Daedra?
That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand.
If you'll excuse me, Aldark Testicular, I just remembered I have some place else to be.
I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel...
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like calling him Testicular because he's a dick. Let's see, where... Oh, upstairs.
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave? No, I refuse to deal with one of the Queen's guests, especially not in my own home. How did you get in here, by the way? No, never mind that. Since you found your way in, I assume you can find your way back out, before I call the guards.
Why do you oppose the Queen's decree? Donald Trump?
Oh, such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Summerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation.
See, and that's how hate is fueled. You wonder why people hate you in Skyrim thousands of years later. Yeah, see, this is why people like Ulfric Stormcloak are born. Separation causes... I don't even need to go into explanations of why separation is bad. And the Aldark agrees with your efforts to protect the island and the newcomers.
Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my attempt to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment.
Yeah, I think I actually know who the... As a player, not as the character, obviously. I actually know who the Aldark really is. An error in judgment?
Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met, and I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kin Lord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end.
And were you aware that the Aldark's monks are killing the newcomers under the monastery?
That's preposterous. Aldark Tilkala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Summerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
It sounds like you should see for yourself what's happening at the monastery.
My lady, one of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
This is gonna be bad. Boss fight. Boss fight in the Coral Forest. This is gonna be fun. Okay, just because I like The Lion King, I'm gonna say this. Oh dear, I've said too much.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's manor.
The Kin Lady believes that the newcomers are being sequestered and sent away.
Raz thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she is not a murderer. This new Aldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerine.
I overheard that the Kin Lady was going to meet the Aldark in the Coral
Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Aldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later. Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Sijic Sage, yes? Here she comes now.
Oh shit, maybe I need to polish my horns first? But let me find out what Val is.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Aldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valserin of the Sijic Order, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Okay, let's make like Argonians and get the fuck to that forest. Yeah, seriously, thus far, the Eye of the Queen, or Raz, I think it's Raz. Still trying to figure out that guy's name. Yeah, so far the Eye of the Queen is literally the only Khajiit in-game that I actually like. I don't really like Khajiit that much. They're my least favorite race in, like, all of Elder Scrolls. Like, I don't like elves and I don't like Nords, but that's just because they're douchebags. I don't like Khajiit purely because I'm not a cat person. I don't like cats. Like, as a matter of fact, the first time I played Grand Theft Auto 5, the first thing I killed in that game was a cat. Well, that's outside of the prologue. Heck, that's outside of the prologue, but yeah.
One of Somerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out why the Aldorc asked Kinlady Avanice to meet him out here.
How do we find the Aldorc and the Kinlady?
Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them. I suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here yet. I understand he's good at this sort of thing.
Okay, he got the kill before I could. Get some XP right now. I sucked the fuck out of you, didn't I? Oh, he's good. Okay, and it's dead. Okay, let's help him with this. Gonna be useful with the
plan, Aldorc.
You know nothing of the plan, you fool. Let me give you a taste of what the Prince of Bargains has in store for this pitiful world.
Your prince! I want no part of Daedra. Help!
Yep, and to no one's fucking surprise.
Come, Nebara! Let me show you the power be... Yagra! Destroy these fools!
Okay, now let's talk to her.
I think we can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually an Aldorc. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargain's Clavicus Vial. Strange magic and creatures worry me, however. Hopefully the pearl I sent to Artaeum can tell us more.
You think that you can learn something from the
You'd
pearl?
be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Rightmaster Ichesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story.
Who's the Rightmaster exactly? And guys, I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name.
The Rightmaster leads the Sijic Order from Kapora Tower on the island of Artaeum. This spell attunes you to a portal near Shimmerine in the ruins of the Keep of 11 Forces. It always leads to Artaeum, no matter the island's current location.
Okay. I'll go to Artaeum to talk to the Rightmaster after I check in with Raz.
One more adjustment and there! You are now attuned.
Excellent. I'm attuned.
Ah, Five Claw. The King Lady... Queen Irene will be disappointed that the King Lady of Shimmerine allowed a false Aldar to murder so many newcomers. Such a scandal makes other travelers uneasy about coming here, yes?
The Aldart could... Okay, sorry. The Aldart called on the Prince of Bargains before I
The
killed him.
Prince of Bargains? That could only be Clavicus Vile. What oblivion-inspired nest of vipers has Raz stumbled into? This one has a very bad feeling about all of this. Where is the Sijic Sage? Raz would like to ask her what she thinks.
Valisarine returned to Artaeum. She invited me to come and speak to their Rightmaster.
The Sijic Order's interest in all of this concerns Raz Udar. This one has never had much love of magic, or those that practice the art. On the other hand, now Raz has his own person on the inside. An Eye of Raz, if you will, yes?
Okay. Valisarian said the Order would try to find out more about the Aldark and the Abyssal Pearls.
Then you must go to Artaeum and discover what the Sijics have learned. When you return, you can tell Raz all about it so he can pass it along to the Queen. Yes, Raz likes this plan. In the meantime, Raz will investigate the Daedric connection.
I want Raz's outfit so much. It's so cool. Okay, let's talk to the kin lady.
Have you come to gloat? To kick me while I wallow in my own misery? Well, go ahead. I deserve it.
Yes, you do, bitch. How did you get involved with Aldark Testicular?
I met him at Kinlord Millenthal's party in Eleanor. We had similar ideas about the Queen's decree, and I recommended that he lead the monastery. Summerset isn't a stew pot, and the various races aren't ingredients to be sprinkled in like so much spice.
So, you knew we planned to kill the newcomers? Fucking bitch.
What a hateful accusation. Tilkala told me he was going to send them back where they came from. I had no idea he planned to kill them. I give you my word. I just wanted the newcomers to go away. And to find out he worshipped Daedra? How crude.
I worship Daedra too, but shh, we don't talk about that, do we? Do all of the monks at the monastery worship Daedra?
I certainly hope not. We'll have to get the divine prosecution in there to gather up the monks Tilkala brought with him to Shimmerine. We can't have Daedric cultists desecrating a holy site. I suppose I need to beg for mercy from the proxy queen.
Yes. That would probably be for the best. Yeah. You're lucky I don't stick an arrow in your knee and stop you from shirking all your duties. Okay, so it's not that far away. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's above. What road do we need to follow? Let's go this way around the mountain. I don't have my double, my 50% faster swimming ability yet, but I'll eventually get it. Oh, that guy's fishing, sweet. Okay, that's not good. Fucking raider. Yeah, bitch, you thought. Ah, okay, there's one. Okay, I actually have some in the bank, so let's bind on equip. Okay guys, so we're leveling up. What does Shadow Cloak do? Actually, we have nothing from... Well, we do have something from siphoning. Sacrifice your essence, healing an ally in front of you for... But draining your own health over 8 seconds. That doesn't seem... Yeah, okay, so we got my bow. Excellent. You got something for the bow. Okay, let's go get this sky shard over here. Okay, fuck it, we'll leave him. Alright guys, well, this is gonna be it for your lovely Argonian YouTuber, Plague Doctor 981YT. And guys, in the next one we will talk to the Right Master and do some stuff for him. So guys, until then, this has been Eric the Plague Doctor 981YT, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!